Good day, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today once again. Today we have with us Sana Mirza. Let her talk a little bit about herself. So, Sana, I think you telling us a little bit about yourself first.
Hello, my name is Sana Mirza, and I have grown up in Canada. I was 5 years old when I moved here, and so I grew up in Montreal. I do speak four different languages. I speak English, Urdu, Punjabi, and French. And I studied at Concordia University. I did my bachelor's in political science. So the dream has been since my childhood to become a lawyer. And this goes back to grade six, our grade six graduation. Our French teacher told us on the day of your graduation, we need you to paint a picture of yourselves, of what you see as yourselves 20 years from now. And I painted a picture of myself as a lawyer, and it said avocat. Avocat means lawyer in French. So then I moved to Toronto in 2006. So some things came up. I couldn't pursue law back then, but I'm working towards pursuing law now. So that's in the works. And so I moved to Toronto in 2006 and I worked for Chubb Security. It's a security company for about 14 years. I was a data analyst and my team was basically in charge of the acquisitions that came, the little security companies that Chubb bought. My team would work with the customers and bring them on into the whole Chubb environment. So that was my role in Chubb. And then this year I was presented with the opportunity to work for Code Ninja's Milton. And it's been absolutely amazing. I've been working for Code Ninja's Milton for the past 7 months. And what intrigued me the most is that I love kids. I'm a very people's person. And the concept is really amazing for Code Ninjas because you're basically coding is the future and your kids are learning coding and everybody's into video games. So, why not teach your children to build those video games? And while building those video games, they're actually learning different coding languages and the concepts within those coding languages. So that was very intriguing. And because I'm a mother myself, I have a 4-year-old son. So I figured, you know what? He's going to get to that stage where he is going to enter the world of, video games. So why not, have some knowledge myself and then, hopefully bring him into the center and begin his coding journey. So, my son and I love to cook. So I've actually started our own YouTube channel. It's called Sana and Sime's Home Cooking. I've made a lot of videos. I just haven't had time to edit them and upload them, but that's in the works. So that's just a little bit about myself.
So this is quite interesting to note that you're a working mother as well, and you're doing this YouTube channel. You're keeping yourself busy with all these great activities. In terms of time management, how do you do it with a 4-year-old kid alongside?
And that's the key to success, time management. If you have the value of time, it's all about organizing yourself, being very particular. You have slots. I have to get up at this time. I have to do this at this time. So it's all about time management. If you can manage your time, then there is nothing in the world that you can't do. You can be a working mother. You can be taking care of a house. You can be cooking. You can be cleaning. Working outdoors, managing kids. So it's all about time management. If you can grasp that element of time management, then I think success is all yours.
There are a lot of ladies in the community stay at home, kind of they support the husbands, so to speak. What would you advise to them? How could they leverage their skills, or how could they mobilize themselves?
So there's a lot of work at home opportunities that are coming up as well. So maybe they can look into that if they don't want to leave the house. So there's many things you can do within the house as well. So I would suggest looking into work at home opportunities like that, or maybe even if you want to go out into the workforce, maybe find a job that doesn't have too many complicated hours, so you're not gone for the whole day for like 12 hours at a time. So maybe start off a little bit like that. Maybe just take a little steps. Start off something
Absolutely.
small.
Absolutely makes sense. We were having the conversation. You were telling me about your very interesting growing up. Would you like to share that with the folks in just so that the folks, the parents, could kind of get some an idea how you grew up?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm speaking to you in English right now, but if you heard me speak in Urdu or even
Yeah,
in Punjabi, you would
yeah.
be very, frazzled because my Urdu and Punjabi are pretty awesome too. But and I was telling Saad Bhai that I grew up in a very strict household. So not to say that it was like bad strict, it was actually like good strict. My parents were more like my best friends. And I'm an only child, so my parents always said, don't think of me as your father, or don't think of me as your mother. I'm your friend, I'm your best friend, I'm your big brother, I'm your big sister. So my dad had this thing where every time I came home, we had to it was very strict. Like I had to change into my shalwar kameez. I had to only speak in English. He always told me, he said, if you want to speak in, sorry, we had to speak in Urdu only. And he told me that if you have to speak in English or in French, do that outside of the house. But when you're in the house, it's all about Urdu. And it's all about, wearing shalwar kameez. Because of me, he even stopped wearing like pants and shirts and, stuff like that at home. He was into his shalwar kameez gear as well, because he was like, if I don't do it, she's not going to do it either. So it was always strict, strict, strict. So, and then there were times that I would be sitting next to him and I would, say something in English or French and he wouldn't answer me. And then I would say it in Urdu and he would be like, yes, sure, so he would start a conversation. So he said, if you want me to answer you, talk to me in Urdu. So I thank him a lot for that, because I mean that helped me. That helped me when I was visiting Pakistan, visiting relatives there. I never had any problems interacting with them, because my Urdu was, alhamdulillah, very good.
That's
So yes,
nice. That's interesting to hear. Anyway, good to hear, Sana, about all of your journey and about your Code Ninja journey, and of all the things that you have done up till now. So I'm sure we will be able to share your LinkedIn, and if there's anybody further advice or guidance, they can probably reach out to you, right?
for sure,
Okay.
absolutely.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Sabhai. Thank you for this
Thank you.
opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.